You've seen them. The neighbor with the brand new BMW, the coworker posting luxury hotel photos every weekend, the friend who always orders the most expensive thing on the menu. They look like they have money completely figured out, confident, put together, wealthy. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Nobody wants to say out loud. A lot of people who look rich are completely broke. Not just a little short on cash. We're talking high income, zero savings, and mountains of hidden debt. And the scary part? Most of them have no idea how close to the edge they really are. Today, we're breaking down 10 signs that someone looks rich but is actually living on a financial cliff. Keep watching. The last signs will really surprise you. And I promise, at least a couple of these will feel very familiar. Let's get into it. The first sign is the brand new car they really can't afford. You've seen this everywhere. A $55,000 car in the driveway of a $35,000 salary. Monthly car payment, $700. Insurance, $250. Gas, maintenance, parking, another $300. That's over $1,200 gone every single month, just to look like they're doing well. Savings account, almost empty. Here's what actually wealthy people do. They drive used, reliable cars. Many real millionaires drive 5-year-old Toyotas because they understand one simple thing. A car is not an investment, it's an expense. And the flashy car payment is one of the fastest ways to stay broke forever. Next up, designer everything. Belts, bags, sneakers, you name it. You won't believe what's really behind these designer labels. The $400 belt, the $600 sneakers, the $1,200 bag. Logos on everything they own. It looks expensive. That's the whole point. But study after study shows that genuinely wealthy people dress quietly. Simple, clean, no logos. They don't need external validation. They already know what they have. When someone constantly needs a brand label to signal their worth, that's usually a sign the financial picture behind the scenes is a mess. Another big sign. They rent luxury apartments but own almost nothing. A beautiful $3,500 per month apartment in a trendy part of town. Great views, perfect for Instagram, but zero assets to their name. No investments, no property, no brokerage account. Every single month, that rent goes straight into the landlord's pocket, building their net worth, not yours. Real wealth is built through assets, stocks, real estate, businesses. A luxury rental is a lifestyle choice, but if it's replacing savings and investments, it's keeping you stuck. Another sign, they eat out every single day. You won't believe how much this adds up every month. Breakfast at a trendy cafe, lunch at a restaurant, dinner delivered. It feels like a reward, like you've made it. But do the math quickly. 3 meals out a day can easily cost $60 to $80. That's $1,800 to $2,400 gone every single month, just on food. Cooking at home for the same nutrition? Maybe $350. That gap over 1 year is more than $20,000. Wealthy people are incredibly intentional with food spending. They don't see cooking at home as beneath them. They see it as smart. Now, the next sign, they talk about money constantly. Every conversation eventually comes back to what they bought, what they paid, what they're going to buy next. They mention their salary when nobody asked. They post receipts, literally and figuratively. But truly wealthy people almost never talk about money. They talk about ideas, opportunities, problems they're solving. Money talk is often a mask for money insecurity. If someone constantly needs to tell you what things cost, they probably need you to believe something that isn't fully true. Now, here's where things get serious. The next signs could shock you. The next sign, they don't have any emergency savings. This one is completely invisible from the outside. They look fine, totally fine. Nice clothes, good phone, always down for the weekend trip. But underneath that, zero financial cushion. One car breakdown, one hospital bill, one unexpected job loss, and the whole thing collapses. Financial advisors recommend 3 to 6 months of expenses saved. Most people living this lifestyle have less than 2 weeks. That's not stability. That's a house of cards waiting for wind. Next up, they're constantly juggling credit cards behind the scenes. On the surface, everything looks smooth. Nice meals, weekend getaways, new clothes every season. But behind the scenes, Card A is paying the minimum on Card B. Card C was maxed out 2 months ago. There's a constant shuffling nobody sees. And here's how real this problem is. Total credit card debt in the US recently crossed $1.1 trillion. A huge portion of those people look completely normal from the outside. Debt has become the engine powering the lifestyle. The 8th sign is lifestyle inflation that never stops. They get a raise at work, a great one. Within 60 days, new car, bigger apartment, more expensive restaurants. Net worth? Exactly the same. This pattern has a name, lifestyle inflation, and it is one of the most silent wealth killers that exists. Income went up, but every expense went up with it. Real wealth builders do something different. When income grows, they keep expenses flat. They funnel the difference directly into investments. That gap between income and spending is exactly where wealth lives. The 9th sign is having zero investments. This is the big one. No 401k, no index funds, no Roth IRA, nothing. They earn a good salary, they spend a good salary. Repeat, every month for years, and then one day, usually around 40 or 45, the panic sets in. Because time is the most powerful force in investing. Not how much you put in, how early you start. Starting at 25 versus 40 isn't just a 15-year gap. Because of compound interest, it can be $1 million difference. You don't need to be wealthy to start investing. $50 a month into an index fund is a real start, but you have to actually start. The last sign, they're always quietly stressed about money. This is the most honest sign of all, because you can't fake peace. They're spending, posting, showing up, but underneath, there's always a low hum of anxiety. Will the card go through? Can I actually afford this trip? What if something goes wrong this month? Real financial security is a feeling. It's knowing your bills are covered, your future is funded, and one unexpected expense won't destroy everything you've built. That kind of peace doesn't come from looking wealthy. It comes from actually being okay. And no filter can fake that. So here's what all of this comes down to. Looking rich and being rich are not the same thing. One is a performance, the other is a practice. The people quietly building real wealth, they drive modest cars. They invest before they upgrade their lifestyle. They don't need an audience for their financial wins. They build assets, not appearances. The goal was never to look wealthy. The goal is actually to be free. If this video made you think differently about money, drop a comment below with the sign that hit closest to home. I read every single one. And if you want to keep learning the real habits behind quiet wealth, hit subscribe. New video every week. See you in the next one.